What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Well, we have big week for the markets ahead of us, plus a triple witching incoming. We'll explain exactly what that means for those of you who are new here in just a second. But you guys, before we dive in, don't forget to smash that like button, support the stream, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. Good morning, Joe, Blair, everyone's here. It's very early. For most of you, I do realize that, but yeah, we need to crack on because we have some very important news to talk about. This week is going to be, yes, thank you for the hair. It's okay, I just woke up like this, actually, it's nothing crazy. All right, so first and foremost, most importantly, we're having the Fed's decision this week over here. We're looking into, actually, over here on the Forex Factory, it's going to say Wednesday, but in fact we're going to get Tuesday into Wednesday as well. I'm going to show you here the official calendar. As you can see, FOMC meeting, 2-day meeting, so that's going to mean September 16 and 17. So they're meeting and they will publish new economic projections, which is the dot plot with Chair Powell press conference, and that is going to be after the decision. So the Fed's own calendar is confirming that we're having 16th and 17th. And of course, then you're going to ask the question, what is going to happen? Well, we have multiple outlets out there. Everyone is saying that we're leaning towards a quarter-point rate cut with attention on, of course, how the dots guide is going to be for the path for further cuts, right? Because if you are, I actually met one of my friends that works on Wall Street last week, and he's into semiconductors. I even invited him on the show, but he needs to get approval from his company because that's how they usually work. So they probably won't give him an approval to come on Gabby Trades channel. But anyway, so he pretty much told me that the talk around Wall Street is that everyone is expecting 3 further rate cuts, so in total 3. Yeah, and we could see pretty much how the dollar and gold are both reacting into the event. So just keep in mind that these are very sensitive cross assets, right? They will be very sensitive to the tone. Why does that matter for us? Well, again, if Powell sounds dovish, meaning that we'll get more easing ahead, that is going to push bond yields down, which is going to help us because future profits are going to be discounted at lower rates. It's really as simple as that. And then the risk appetite is going to improve. If he is hawkish, however, which means that he's going to be signaling limited cuts, what's going to happen to yields? Where they're going to pop? The US dollar can get firmer, which is going to give us pressure in the broader equities, mega caps, and the markets overall. Now, interestingly enough, over here, look what I found. JP Morgan is warning the Fed cut rates everyone expects could sink stocks. So why are they expecting that? Well, basically what they're going ahead to say is that everyone is expecting, but they're cautioning because it could be sell the news event. Now, they're basing all that on inflated expectations, stretched valuations, rising costs, and, you know, the needing to fight inflation, corporate buybacks, whatever, and reduce retail buy-in, which we're also experiencing in crypto, by the way. So yeah, that's why JP Morgan is pretty much saying that it could be sell the news event. But how do we read that as traders? All right, well, we've seen the Fed watch tool. We know that there's been almost 100% chance that we're going to see the cut. We've evaluated the markets up into that point. We've kind of rallied up until that point. So what is that telling you? Well, to me, that is going to signal, of course, that the markets are often pricing in, you guys, what they expect before the decision. So we might be already priced in. So maybe that's why they're saying that. So think about that. If we're already priced in, and if the Fed comes out and signals caution ahead or is showing weaker outlook, what's going to happen? Well, that is clearly going to disappoint. So what is the risk ahead? This is what we need to be looking at. The risk ahead is that we're going to be having high expectations, and then if we get under delivery, the market is going to fall. All right. So in terms of the triple witching, that's something very interesting that's happening over here. So basically, we have the week ending with that. So it's called triple witching because it's a quarterly expiry where stocks options, stock index options, index futures are going to roll off on the same day, which is this Friday. So basically, that when that happens, there tends to be like a huge spike in volume and can cause obviously very sharp and fast moves around the markets as dealers and traders funds are rebalancing. But yeah, let's see how that's gonna go. Basically, why is it called triple witching? For those of you, which I promised to say, because three big derivatives are all going to be expiring together, and that occurs usually on the third Friday of March, on the third Friday of June, September, and December. So in this case, it's happening on the Friday 19th. So yeah, basically, flows are coming around with an expiry, and that can whip prices even without fundamentals. But so everyone is expecting that that's going to be like a big event. But to be honest, I'm thinking that the bigger intraday swings are possible to happen post Fed repositioning. So yeah, they might be right because before the triple witching, we are going to get, in my opinion, the repositioning spillover already into a Thursday, coming into Friday. Another big thing this week that's happening, actually, it's not only for America. We also have Bank of England, BOJ decisions as well. I think BOJ is actually I think Japan is like kind of off today. So yeah, Bank of England is going to be expecting, I don't know what they're going to do, to be honest. It's kind of a mess over there. Maybe keep the rates steady. We'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, it's kind of important as well what's going to happen with BOJ and BOE, because we're going to see what's going to happen to dollar. Right? Because if there is any impact on the dollar, obviously that's going to feed back into the US equities and the commodities, you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much quickly on the news over here. Let's see who's in the chat box, you guys. Yese is here, MXU, Stanimir, Borito, Moria, and we said everyone else good morning. So let's look at the markets and see what the heck is going on. Well, so basically, oh my goodness. All right, cool. Let's start with Bitcoin as per usual. So you guys already know that last week I'm already short 15K for Bitcoin. So I'm kind of in a drawdown right now, but I don't really care because I'm already long from down here from 108K Bitcoin. So I'm up like 220, over 220% on that trade. And I'm kind of minus 20% over here because I'm really low leverage with this high risk trade over here on the short on Bitcoin that I took. And I didn't like, actually, I probably should have closed it. I don't know, because it was coming into Friday and I don't want to be into trades, into trading like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a huge trap. As you can see, you guys over here, it is so obvious. Like, look at the weekend price action. We have a spike into the sell zone over here. This was actually secondary sell zone, probably the more ultimate sell zone over here. So we had a spike into it. And then, with the weekend, we start playing around, complete manipulation to the downside. And then again, another spike to the upside over here, which might be very telling right now. So we're going to review the chart on a higher time frame. But one thing I'm going to show you guys, everything is looking fine, by the way. Like, the alts are looking really good. We're going to go ahead and review. However, it is a very pivotal moment. And, if you're in trades already this week, like me, myself, I've been cutting my my long on Bitcoin. I will continue to do so because it is getting a little bit into a dangerous zone right now. And we'll compare that to Ethereum, but Ethereum needs to move higher faster, because if it doesn't do that, and then if we start rolling over due to whatever news, whatever happens, if the crypto starts rolling over and Ethereum doesn't show more strength ASAP, Ethereum is going to drop a little bit more substantially than Bitcoin, in my opinion. That is because of the way I'm reading these technicals we're going to review in a second, just giving you a brief overview. All right, you guys, make sure everyone's hit the like button. I'm not gonna check right now, but we need to have 37 people at least, because that's what I see that we have live at the moment. We just started 10 minutes in. High energy Monday. This is going to be a crazy week, you guys. Honestly, like, I'm a bit tired. I've been watching I fostered a kitty over the weekend, and she's very sick, poor thing. So we're working it out, but an absolute blessing to have her around here. Anyway, so reviewing Bitcoin, let's start over here. All right, cool. So we can get rid of the true week open over here. That's not serving anything anymore. So essentially, we're going to get the true week open today at some point towards the end of the day. However, it's not going to be at a very good positioning. It's going to show, again, overextension a little bit over here. So I will still be leaning on the short side over here. Because honestly, you guys, you know, like I said last week, and I've been saying, like, I think for the past 2 weeks, 17K Bitcoin is going to be an inflection point over here. 17, 18K, up to really, you know, we have it here on the 4-hour. Let's mark it indeed. That resistance, you know, even at 119. So there is lots of resistance in this region that could potentially prove itself. But for now, the problem is, even if we had that recovery over here, we really want to see price trade above this level and like close nicely above it. So we're looking 17,434, and that's not really happening right now. Yet it's still Monday. We have a very, very volatile week ahead of us. So it might be the case. Let's see. For now, things are not looking that bad. For now, things are not looking that bad. Indeed, they're looking very good. But the one thing that we need to just keep in mind is that we might have been priced already for the cuts that are coming this week. So that's something that we need to be very careful of. So yeah, Bitcoin, what's going to happen over here? Right now, the way I look at it on a daily time frame, I'm going to tell you. On a daily time frame, I really want today to not close below this area over here. So I'm going to mark it as well for you guys. So I'm really not looking forward for any closes below 15,210 approximately 15,210. If we start getting closes below here on today, that is going to prove to me that we might be a little bit more bearish, and that's going to be a second confluence, because in my opinion, whatever happens to this week open at the end of, you know, Monday, hello, Bob, at the end of Monday is still going to be kind of weak, right? It's still going to be kind of weak. And then we're going to be looking for price to potentially retest 112, 111, even 109, 110 over here. That is also going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be, you know, a healthy retrace, in my opinion. We don't want to be losing 109, 110, 109, because if we start losing 110, 109 on Bitcoin, that is going to be very, very bad across the board. So we're definitely not looking into that. Yes, you know, on a weekly time frame, it looks very, very good, right? It looks very, very good. We saw that, you know, there is a massive wall over here around 100 and 119, 300. You know, bulls couldn't push price above, you know, above here. They just could not do it. They could not push price above it. So, you know, understandable. But the recovery over here is quite nice. So yeah, it is very, very good, but we just need to see what happens this week, because if we keep price, like, you know, we keep breaking points to the upside, honestly, like, there is no stopping Bitcoin to just go into price discovery once again. It could be very, very good, right? So we don't necessarily have to get you know, negative. I think the point where we need to start worrying is if Bitcoin starts to drop below 110, 109K. If that's the case, then I have no idea what's going to happen. Probably, you know, the dumps are going to be not very nice. Martian Earthling is saying BTC max 125 with this leg up. I mean, possible, yeah. I mean, 125, 135 is one of my targets. In fact, counting the second leg up, this is Fibonacci extensions that I use. So that's kind of, you know, the second target over here. So let's see. Quickly evaluate ETH over here. So last week we were basically expecting for ETH to grab 4,500 over here, which happened very nicely. And then we had a small sell zone balance price action over here that we were considering, you know, potential resistance. Price completely broke through it, and we haven't really reached the next inflection point over here. But overall, Ethereum is very nice. Like the $5,000 imminent. I don't think there is anything stopping it right now. The only problem with ETH is that it's been doing so great, and Bitcoin's been doing not as great. And the way price action rolled over right now, it saved us last week from a big dump. But now, because this high was created on the 24th August over here, and price is trading below it extensively, that is not a good sign. So let's say if Bitcoin starts pulling back, this is going to be our because, you know, Ethereum is creating, you know, lower high, Bitcoin is going to be creating essentially a higher high from that point. So that is going to be a divergence essentially. So the typical divergence that is going to show us that Ethereum might pull back a little bit more substantially over here. In comparison to Bitcoin. So let's see the support that we're currently having. From now, we're probably looking about 5% if that happens. Let's see, we might even come down to retest like 4,200, but I'm not even thinking about that for now. What needs to hold is 4,300, and I'm fine with that absolutely on Ethereum in order for price to come and chase the 5,000 mark. Good morning, King Tony. Mr. Vane, rate cuts are indeed already priced in. I'm very convinced that Bitcoin is going to 95K. Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone has their own views, Mr. Vane, and, you know, you're a great trader. By the way, guys, if you haven't joined Discord, go ahead, because Mr. Vane is trading. We have new traders that have come in with their strategies, and they're posting trades all the time, even more than I do, and they're posting profit cards like crazy. Honestly, I'm so grateful for all of that information that we're having on Discord. If you want to join, the link is in the description box. You guys, can I help you get it? Let me try and show you how you can do that. So over here, you just need to, you're obviously in the video already. So what you need to do is click more down here. And then you're going to find all of the offers that I have. Join Discord. This is the link down here. It's for free. If you want a VIP role, you can either trade with my link on Bluffin, which, by the way, you guys know that I absolutely love Bluffin. And you can also get on the bots, by the way. Let me show you the bots that I opened over here. They're already up, like we have ADA 11%, HBAR 16, XRP. Actually, this is a limit order. Then I have Ethereum 10%, HBAR 15.8. This is only on 5x. This was me just testing the bots, and it's kind of like working out really well. So I'm looking to allocate more capital into that. You guys, it's super amazing. Soon as price retrace, the bots are essentially just tagging you in positions. It is absolutely insane. So I personally have like 200 grid bots. So essentially, as soon as price starts dropping down, I get tagged in long positions on low leverage, and as price goes up, they just sell. So it's just very simple. You don't need to do anything. I have like 20 people from Discord already using it, and they're absolutely loving it. You guys, go ahead on Discord. You can check out. People are absolutely in love with the bots. And again, if you want the VIP role, that's with Bluffin, where right now you get 20% cash back on your deposits for trading. So let's say you put, I don't know, $500 or $1,000 in your trading account, you're going to get 20% of that directly deposited, so you can trade even more. Okay, Ethereum is dipping right now. I don't like this. Let's see. Yeah, daily time frame. Yeah, not good, because this is going to be more violent. this is going to be more violent than Bitcoin for sure. And we're seeing 1.55%, 1.69. So it's already, ETH BTC is already dropping as well. So yeah, this is going to be the recovery point over here for ETH BTC. Let's mark it together. It needs to hold, because if this fails, so if we drop below 0.03917, then we're looking to take that low as well. So that's going to be 0.03851 right down here. So potentially what could happen is we might drop, retest that and move, or drop and completely lose that level of support that we've been holding last week, and we were expecting for that level to hold, you guys. So yeah, potential violation over here on the cards. And again, we're having the buy zone down here on ETH BTC. You guys take a screenshot, do whatever you need to do for these levels, just to have them, right? Because there is indeed a potentiality that this might drop down to 0.03477 here on ETH BTC. Right, and then for the bigger picture, of course, the massive support is going to be at 0.013188. So get ready. Honestly, I can't wait to reallocate some more capital in the bots that I'm trading, so then I can make use of these dips over here. Bitcoin dominance, yeah, basically it's at a resistance right now, you guys. So it did what it had to do. It did what it had to do. You know, it's not like it's not at a major level. It is at a super major level over here. As you can see, this was a low that was created, 30th of August, 20th, before price exploded to the upside on Bitcoin dominance. So it is a very real level. It is a very real level. We're not playing games right now. The level is real. So, the fact that Bitcoin dominance is bouncing from this level, it's not a coincidence at this point. And yeah, we have to keep monitoring this, because Bitcoin might be outperforming here for a little bit. And to be honest, you see, like, it's been having quite a momentum over here since pretty much June, this down momentum over here. So yeah, it might be time for a little bit of a pullback as well. Maybe better to start short bots. Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. I'm gonna do that as well. So yeah, let's have a look quickly at Solana over here. Well, we know the sell zone for Solana. There is no need to, let's just delete this fib that I was doing here over the weekend. We were discussing Sol sell zone 0.786. You guys know, major point, and I don't need to tell you, the sell zone was ending down here 244, price extremely strong, so of course it wicks the zone, and now it sells off through that zone. So on a weekly, you are basically getting long-term problems on Solana. You're getting below $200. So basically, just this is it, right? Like, even if we start dropping, Sol needs to hold $200. If Sol loses $200 on a weekly time frame, that means a body close below $200 on a weekly time frame. We're pretty much screwed for quite some time, right? So we definitely don't want to see that. Technically, right? Technically, it might not happen, might even drop to 184 and we're still fine, but it's just going to be a massive red flag for me, and maybe I'm not going to hold my breath for Ethereum, like, I don't know, $600 or something this cycle. Maybe I'll be aiming a little bit less, because the buyers are just weak. So for now though, it looks amazing. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Debbie, this should be just a pullback over here. Let's have a look on the daily time frame, see how it looks. Yeah, daily, dailies, it's looking fine for now. Even for daily, $200 is going to be the confirmation. You don't have any other confirmation. You need a high time frame confirmation to get bearish on that, because it's been very bullish. So you do need a higher time frame confirmation. So anything below a day, you'll be messing it up, in my opinion. So let's have a look. 12-hour. 12-hour is giving, okay, 12-hour is giving a little bit of confirmation over here. Soon as price closed below 241. So yeah, maybe you can consider that. maybe you can consider that. And then you can see over here that it's quite possible for price to retest 218, and in the worst case scenario, if the drop is like absolutely substantial, you are looking to retest the -4 of the standard deviation. So you'll be looking at exactly the buy zone at $200, which starts at $205. So not necessarily need to wait for price to reach $200. Like, I'm gonna start accumulating at around 205 if we get to that level, right? Before that, we have more levels that could hold. So, you know, overall is good. Like, overall, I'm not worried. Pullback is fine for me, right? As long as we don't drop substantially, like, you know, on a weekly time frame. million BTC, which is crypto love. I'm waiting for the pullback to buy back, as I sold some of at the 245 level. Good job, good job. Guys, make sure to like the video. I'm not sure if you've liked the video. Let me over here check real quick how many likes do we have. I'm gonna refresh. I see 25 likes and over almost 50 people watching over here. So we have 29 likes. We need at least 10 more likes over here minimum. So make sure to do that. And you guys also, if you would like to support the stream, make sure to leave a comment. Also share with your friends something to get us, oops, what did I do here? Something to get us, you know, out there as crypto creators, because, you know, there is so many idiots out there making videos every day. It's kind of, you know, annoying that they're getting so many views and we're just like undiscovered. So make sure you go ahead, share the video. Yeah, so going back to Bitcoin, okay, my short is already in profit here. So yeah, I mean, it's not looking great at the moment. Not at all. See, 12 hourly, again, some confirmation. Not yet though, because we need to close the 12 hourly. Daily, however, is like, yeah, I mean, you want for price to react from 112k, to be fair. You want price to react from 112k, because if it doesn't, then you know, it's just a little bit more dangerous, to be fair. Then I'm not going to be as confident as I am right now. If we start dropping below 111, you know, like, you know what I'm happy with? I'm happy with price just wicking, like a massive wick, even 210. And then just immediate retrace, that would be great. But if that doesn't happen, then I'll be probably like, hey ho. So yeah, as soon as I close the stream over here, I'm going to cut a little bit of that position still. And then the short is already running, so that's good. XRP, let's have a look at XRP, you guys. So XRP, we were saying we need to break $3. $3 absolutely destroyed over here. We had a second zone at $3.1. Broken above on a daily time frame, but price is rejecting. If we open weekly, the areas simply have been wicked, but you do have a body close below $3 on XRP. So overall is looking fine. So our safe net over here is going to be literally 2.95, 2.9 itself, even 2.83. I'm happy with. You know, 2.83 is also something that 2.83 I can tolerate any day of the week. And then let's have a look on a weekly time frame. Yeah, on a weekly time frame, you guys, honestly, like, XRP is going to be bullish forever, which means even if we drop down, even if we retest $2, XRP is going to go into price discovery. The technicals are saying that. So, you know, this is the perfect bot situation. That's why I have the bot over here at 2.9 for XRP. So soon I'm going to be tagged in that bot position. So as soon as price starts dropping, I'm going to be buying all the way down, because I know that eventually price is going to go up. Because yeah, I'm not expecting for XRP to lose $2 over here. We still have 3 months of extensive bullish price action, you guys. Gabby, can you look into Pepe, please? Is it possible? Is it possible to give you 5 likes? Oh, Mr. Vaden, you are so kind. Ken Rosher finally made it. Going to rewatch. Thank you for sharing. Ken Rosher, you're most welcome, mate. Ken Rosher, one of the biggest fans here. He's bought everything possible that I have on offer, by the way, on Discord, which is amazing. Yeah, Ken Rosher, you have lifetime access on Discord, mate. Make use of it, you know? Don't just buy it, just make use of it. Okay, cool. What do we have here? Pepe. Yeah, we're gonna look at Pepe. 7% down. Not great on the day. Pepe is also fine, man. Honestly, like, it's okay. We still have the liquidity at 1500, or many zeros and up there. So yeah, it's just a case of where the price is consolidating right now, and it's just going to explode at some point. But the market this week is going to be very dangerous. Whatever you trade, you guys, is going to be so hard, I'm telling you. Hello, Leaford. Hello. What do you think of the coming ETF for Doge? Yeah, Doge's been like Doge the powerhouse, right? Like Doge's top 10, like you know. We're gonna discuss Doge. Let me finish with Pepe first. Sorry, let's not get distracted. So yeah, Pepe buys on very clear, and we're gonna look at the weekly over here. We're gonna look at the weekly. So yeah, okay, still at that zone. Nothing crazy over here. So yeah, the thing is, we've already tapped once into that support. We've tapped into now the secondary buy zone. So yeah, I mean, retests of the zones. I have levels for you guys over here as usual. So that is going to be, first one is at 000. Make a screenshot if you want. In fact, let's add this level as well, because this is important. So 00 is 9877 9250, right? And then if SH, you know, IT hits the fan, then we're looking into 8281. So you know, this is our potentials over here, if you know, and this also up, of course, after. But yeah, September is September. October is going to start a little bit later for me, the way I trade. So September is going to be a little bit long, right? So that means coming into October is still going to be part of September. So you know, but like coming into end of you know, half of October plus, I think is going to be great for us. Anything else? I promised to look at Doge. Yeah. So yeah, we were looking for Doge. We have the buy zone. We know that it's 0.5. We've already rejected once from that zone. So now it's like a secondary rejection over here. So what can I tell you? We have a little bit of a breaker block over here. We might retest that zone and then continue. Or the secondary situation over here is completely erase that move and come back to retest once again the zone at 0.21076. And let's say stop loss over here, then the next zone is going to be over here at 0.17976. So I'm not saying necessarily, hey, Doge is dropping literally 30% now. I'm telling you guys just all of the zones in case price starts getting to these levels, so you are prepared. Do you understand? And then if everything goes by plan, we create a higher low over here, happy days, absolutely nothing stops Doge at 0.45, and then price discovery, in my opinion, right? Of course, 0.786 is going to be our first zone, but I'm eyeing 0.45 at this point. Hi, Gabby. Any good entries for ADA? We can look at ADA, mate, no problem. So yeah, I do have the zones for ADA as per usual. This is liquidity over here. Is that weekly, 12 hourly? What are we looking at? It's probably weekly. Yeah, so ADA is still at sell zone, made like weekly time frame. What can I tell you? It's looking you know, not so great right now, because this zone really needs to hold, but it seems like, is it going to hold? Maybe, I don't know. I still have a bot running on ADA, so I'm fine, but 0.8644 is like one level that I kind of wanted to hold right now. And if we lose that level, you know, then we're looking for a potential more downside over here. But the weekly level for ADA is 0.8117. That's the weekly level over here. So let's see how far that is from price right now. About 6%, 5.86%, retest of 0.236 maybe, and then you know, and if it gets really bad, then we're looking at the buy zone at 0.76. But let's not manifest these things for now. Hold on, is that a daily liquidity over here? 12 hourly, or it's not loading? Is it 4 hourly? Yeah, 4 hour liquidity over here. Not only that, also up here. Oh no, that was taken. Okay, cool. So we have this one at 11758. So yeah, pretty much this is going to be a target over here. So with any retrace, essentially you do want to be participating to catch that liquidity over here, which is sitting at again 1.17 something. So yeah, you do want for price to hold. For me, the ultimate levels are 0.8117 for ADA. There is a little bit of resistance slash support SR flip right now that could hold, and then we have a buy zone at around 0.76 as well. But yeah, at a sell zone essentially, right, just below major liquidity, but still sell zone. So it's normal for price to be reacting. And you're seeing over here 3 drops, and now potentially you just created another one lower high over here. So yeah, dangerous. Just be careful. Thanks. Always looking forward to the lives. Very good information and learning a lot. Octavian, how do you see Sui? Sui, hold on. Where's my Sui over here? Sui, you guys, I told you last week that it was in the sell zone. Where is Sui? Hold on. Is that Sui? Yeah, that's Sui. So yeah, this was pretty much. Hold on one sec. Let me have a look. Sui, so this I did not take that. Okay, and this was the second sell over here from 38710. So yeah, you can see the perfect tap into that level over here, 38.10, from where price sold off here over the you know, over last couple days. But let's not move areas over here. So yeah, for Sui 3.27. Let's have a look if we have anything else here. So this is an inverted area that held, and now it's breaking through. So yeah, essentially it's not looking very great because you're trading right now below the zone at 3.5815. So yeah, I don't know, maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna get some support around this area, but I don't see it happening, to be honest. Like I'll be looking for 3.227 on Sui over here, and I might be wrong. Because this is higher, this is lower. It is in an area of support over here. So it could be just a higher low. It could be a higher low, but I don't necessarily see the area by naked eye. Let's open indicators and see if we can catch something. Yeah, there is a tiny daily fair value gap over here. Have we taken the high over here? Yes, we have. Maybe not this one, but this one we did. So yeah, there is a chance for price to react from this block over here, and it's also actually a breaker block from a previous stage. So let's concentrate a little bit because this price action is very messy. So this essentially could play out as a support, and then below it you have 2 blocks of buy zones as well for Sui. No fair value gaps really. So you know, I'm not really favoring that. There is only one here, 12 hourly bullish, which was already mitigated once with the candle, which is usually not a problem, but it pretty much means that there is a lot of support around this area, right? You have a breaker block from a previous downward breaking leg, which was broken, so that makes it a breaker. And then you have a fair value gap here on the 12-hour time frame, and you have 2 order blocks down here. So that is telling me that there is a potentiality for SUI to drop down here, find support, and maybe come up and retest that area. Is it going to be for another short? Then I don't know that. I could not tell you. For now, it looks like it might be the case. So yeah, I'll just be careful with that. But if you're very, very bullish on SUI, these are the zones, pretty much. Jantine, say, okay, SUI, say, let's go one by one. Let's see what's up with say. Let's delete here this old stuff. No, we need that. You know, in a sell zone right now, liquidity just above. Kind of annoying that you have the sell zone left over here with just liquidity above it, but the buy zones from down here have been holding very, very nicely. That we drew at 0.26 on say. Right now, dude, let's have a look. Weekly support is holding nicely. The asset wants to show strength right now, even though it hasn't been one of the strongest. This was the ultimate buy zone down here, April. Same thing with the reversal of ETH BTC. This was ideal, so we wanted for price to drop to one of these levels, but price was extremely strong, and it has been holding. It has been holding in that range, right? So you want it to explode from here. Can it go back and retest? Absolutely. So that's a possibility here. Eventually, strength needs to pick up, though, right? Eventually, strength needs to pick up. Let's have a look. You know, even if say drops 15%, it is fine, right? It is fine because it's holding quite nicely. It's holding quite nicely. It does not want for price to drop massively over here, even though you have, look at this massive block, inner candle over here, the tap just perfect into it. But weekly support, you get this weekly supports only with the help of my indicators, you guys. A lot of people on Discord are using them. Go get the indicators. I'm not getting rich of the indicators. You pay Lux Algo because they are the best indicator builders in the industry. Do you understand? So it is 18 bucks or whatever, but that's because you have to pay for them. So anyway, yeah, that's how you can get the weekly, daily, you know, whatever supports, you guys. And join Discord if you haven't. Again, if you want access to the bots, you're getting free money just by KYCing. Only if you KYC on the free bots, you're gonna get $50. I just want to show you quickly, you guys. No, I can't actually open it now because I'm already logged in. But anyway, you get $50 if you KYC. You don't have to trade, but you do get that. And then if you deposit, you get if you deposit 100, you get 100 or something like that. I actually forgot. I need to look it up. But it's a lot of deposits that are stackable as well. And then for the VIP access on Discord, you use Blofin, right? The Blofin link over here, you get 20% back on your trading deposit money. So the ones you use for your futures trading account. Let's be clear. Okay, Cole, he's asking for ADA. We'll have a look at it again, mate. But yeah, so say this was what I wanted to tell you guys. Even if even if we get 13-14% drop, it's going to be fine. And then if price decides to completely clear that range over here, wick to the downside, fill in the weekly fair value gap, this is also going to be fine. So overall, it's just about managing. And if you don't know how to trade, I'm telling you, go and use the bots, because you just stack positions you know, at a range, you figure out a low price and a high price of the range, and as price starts dropping, you just accumulate buys on lower leverage. That's how I do it, and then you start selling as price starts moving up. So it's an extreme potential for the rest of the bull market, in my opinion. That's why I use it. Gabby, when will the course be? I have indicators, but I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Why anymore? Did you know before? Well, listen, mate, like, first of all, there is a video on YouTube on how to use the indicators. When do you plan to publish the trading course? I need to travel, you guys, in October, like the first week of October. So once I come back, I should do it. I should do it then. I should publish it for then. So it's not gonna be crazy, like, you know, that you need, I don't know, 3 weeks to go through all the videos. It's going to be very much to the point, concise, with things that you can implement immediately. I'm not out here to record 7 hours videos just to try and create something more of something that is not that, you know, that crazy. Trading needs to be simplified, easy, and able to be implemented immediately. What was the question here? ADA, the drop on ADA. We were looking for potential drops on ADA. Hold on. Yeah, so you know, over here, this is what I want. I want the 0.7 to hold in case we start dropping. I'd like this buy zone to be holding. So it starts at around 0.7, 0.75, between this area. You guys, again, make sure to like the video, leave a comment below, share the video if you care to you know, spread the word. ARB, yeah, we can look at ARB. Hi, good morning. Can you check ARB? Absolutely. We can check ARB immediately. Trading at 0.49, down almost 4% of the day. See, tricky Monday. So yeah, last time we were looking at ARB. This was pretty much you know, the area that was concerning me. Pretty much perfect tap into the mid range of the sell zone at around 0.56. Now currently finding itself at a buy zone that previously didn't hold that well. This is on a daily, so this buy zone is quite weak. I would not hold my breath on this buy zone whatsoever at all. In fact, I'll just keep it over here because it's not the most valid at the moment. Did we get a break over here? Did we leave some sort of imbalances with that? Yes, we did. Okay, yeah, over here, you could say so. So it's pretty much, price might be just like everything else right now. Everything else and this and ARB looks like it might just reverse right now, right? This could just be scaries, and then it might just reverse from this bit over here. But if it doesn't, the levels for ARB, you guys, are 0.459 over here, and then 0.4277. That's in case we just completely start dropping over here quite seriously. See, ARB is one of the weak ones. ARB is a little bit weak right now. It should be holding a weekly support a little bit better, and it's not. So the weekly support is at 0.5050, and it's not holding that great. So yeah, you might be looking into the rest of the zones down here. But yeah, then ARB, you know, weak as usual. We already identified that. Looking at 0.733, looking at $1. You know, if we're lucky, 1.54, and that's it. Great content. Thank you so much. Good morning, love the content, you guys. Really appreciate you being here. Make sure to like the video. We have 50 people here, so I'm expecting 50 likes at least. Good morning, Lenin. You guys need to go back and look at the content because we have a very important week ahead. But don't worry, I looked at Pepe as well, so go ahead and check that out, Lenin. But yeah, be very careful, you guys. We need to watch out extremely with the triple witching, with the decisions. Like we said, big week for the markets. And yeah, we did give the explanation to everyone, so go ahead and rewatch the video at the beginning. It's important information. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great Monday.